We're going. What's up, man? So right now we're trying to find, well, we found our campsite, but we reckon it's too hectic to actually stay where they suggest we stay. And we just saw some German tourists, like, well, we think they're German, but like waltzing around casually, like not a care in the world. But if you look around, we've just seen all these animals on the way here, like total lion fodder, and now they want us to camp like a couple hundred meters down. Yeah,
all of them, there'll be hurlers, bro.
Yeah, I just heard there's other people.
Yeah, well, middle of the night waking up. Middle of the night waking up to secure things and...
Yeah, waking up and having to and take a piss in the dark.
Yeah.
Also, like having that patience to go fix shit.
Yeah.
But you don't really have much choice.
Well, I think that's it. A lot of what you do out here is born out of necessity more than anything else.
Yeah, you know, it's not going to fix itself.
Yeah.
So,
It's, you either do it to get it done.
once again, what? Just like accepting the fact. Oh Lord. Look, it's like I'm being birthed from the tent. Oh, Jesus Christ. No thoughts. This has become become a little bit of a lunchtime treat. Gareth, hope you're going to put salt and pepper on that. Good man. Mussels and salty cracks. Just chilling out here at some watering hole, keeping our eyes peeled. Having a snack.
Day 2, afternoon. It's about 5ish, I think. It's been super overcast the whole day. It's now blazing sun, which isn't actually too bad. So yeah, we've been super lucky. Ran out of firewood yesterday, so went and dragged some more from another tent. I mean another nice, John. So when it dragged, there was a dead tree at another campsite, so we've dragged that here. That's what this is. And that's what that is. So we've set up some hammocks around the tree. Yeah. And otherwise, just went for a drive. They've got these huge open pans here, where pretty much all the animals just cruise around. I think it's obviously because it's so safe for them. So it's like these huge pieces of open land, and obviously you can see. I mean, like as you can see, you can't really see much here. So I mean, if there's anything coming, you're pretty fucked. So obviously in the open pans, you can see for quite a while. So all the animals like congregate there. And then there's this one little watering patch. So we chilled out there. Had a pretty good lunch. Mussels and crackers. Yeah. Whoever said you can't camp first world was lying. And that's it. Then I think, yeah, we've pretty much eaten for the day. At around 4 o'clock, so that yeah, we at around 4 o'clock so that we can at least have 4 hours before we do a bit of meditation this evening. Maybe a bit of a mental exercise and some meditation. So I think before then, what we'll probably do is just cruise down to that little, there's like a little water area there by the pan, and yeah, maybe go see if anything comes there. So we'll go there pretty much, I think, at sunset, see if anything happens there, and then we come back. We've just got to obviously set up the tent. We should definitely have enough firewood for this evening, at least keep the fire going. It's cleared up nicely, so I don't know if it's going to rain tonight, but I won't say it won't. That's about it. We've got Johnny's chilling in the tent over here. Oh, the tent. Johnny's chilling in the hammock over here, reading Celestine prophecies.
I'm digging it so far.
It's good, huh?
Yeah, cool. Perfect. That's the shot, my boy. So it is the morning of day 3, and I just thought I'd take you through the facilities. There's our camp. There's that guy. I don't know why that was that funny, but so this is the shower. That's pretty cool.
It's a bit soapy now because we've been using it to wash our hands and that sort of thing, but it's really fucking cool actually. I used it the first day. So you fill your water in there and you pull this thing up. Oh, shit, that's right into the sun. And you pull this thing up, you turn the tap, and you have your shower, man. It's a beautiful thing. Simple, but all you need. See, there's a little place for the soap there. Some little hooks to hang your towel and whatever. Don't worry, I won't go into too much detail this end, just so you can see what the situation is. There's your little toilet. There's some reading material. Not bad. Not bad at all. And yeah, that's about it. Today we're packing up and we're going to go for a bit of a drive. We've got some extra kilometers today. So let's see what we see. We know there's definitely a male lion in the area. So hopefully we can catch him just lazing under a tree or something. Alright, signing off.
We can't see anything right now, but it is probably about 10:30. John and I were just sitting by that little campfire over there, all nice and relaxed, talking. We'd heard a male lion calling from quite far away.
So I wasn't scared at all at that point.
Yeah, John wasn't, neither of us were scared. It sounded like he was like 50 k's away. And then we heard him again, and he was a little bit closer. And then we were still cool. We were alright. We were okay with that. I was contemplating whether I'd be willing to sleep in the tent or not. At that stage, John was pretty adamant that he'd still sleep in the tent.
Things have changed.
Things have changed drastically.
Might not even be sleeping.
Because I don't think either of us are going to be sleeping. So what's basically happened is we heard him a third time, and
it was fucking close.
It was insanely close.
Like, we both jumped out of our chairs within a flash and just grabbed everything we could and jumped into the car and shut the windows.
I personally didn't grab anything in the drive.
I grabbed my water.
I was sitting right by the driver's door, so I was like within. I did manage to put the light on the back of the car up.
Good job.
But the problem is that you have to open the back door to plug that light in. So that was completely pointless anyway.
Because we're not getting out of the car again.
Because
not a fuck.
Until I have like a clear view in full daylight, I'm just not getting out of this car. The third time we heard him, it was seriously close. And so we basically jumped in the car. Charging the spotlight. I don't know, maybe we can see something with the spotlight. Okay, so I don't know if you just heard that, but that was the male lion that we were talking about. We've just heard him again. He's actually just pretty much passed right by us.
It was this side, eh?
Yeah, no, it was definitely on that side, your side. So he's pretty much walked.
Jesus, so he's already come past.
He's pretty much walked straight past us. So, feeling pretty good about our decision to evacuate into the car.
With our tent fully open on the top.
Yeah, by the way, our tent's fully open on the top. It was a matter of, just jump in and go. We pretty much decided that, best course of action was safety first, think about everything.
Put me in a metal box.
Yeah. Okay.
We have survived the first phase of our journey, expedition, and we're about to pack up and head to the next campsite. So just go through what we got here. There's our fire going. Gareth checking out the sunrise and getting some shouts. Look at that. Oh man, the camera just doesn't get it. This campsite has been good to us. We've learned a lot, leveled up. Time for level 2. It's day 4, not day 3. We've spent 3 nights. Now I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to myself when you're not around. Morning of day 4, 3 nights at this camp, Kutsi camp. Each night and each day we've learned a little bit more. Our packing skills, which is very vital in this situation, has become a lot better and a bit quicker. We're now heading to the water refill. Thank you, I think.
Amazing what you get people to do when they're preoccupied.
Yeah, they just you like pass something.
Pass random objects. You're like, yeah, hold this.
So we're leaving this camp. We've cleaned up. We've got our little mobile home, and we're heading to the water refill station to refill all our water, and then we're heading it up to Bape.
Yeah, Bape.
Right, Bape. So until then,
Stuck together.
maps way easier to open than to close again.
Shiny sculpture or whatever.
Yeah, it must have been you.
No, it's obviously me.
You're the clumsy one around here.
Who else would it be?
Get fucking adventurous.
This is our last water stop for 2 days.
You look a bit hungry, guys. Hey? So this is day 4. Day 4. This is about 200 odd k's into the middle of nowhere. And we've been driving for a couple of hours from Kutsi Game Reserve, and we're on our way to Bape. Dog just peed on my tire. Thanks for that, bud. And yeah, this is the village we've just cruised into. So this is it. This is the village.
I want the magical one. Video diary entry, day 4. We couldn't find our camp to stay for the night, so we drove past and further on to the next one, but we won't make it there before dark. So look at my necklace, it's my eyes up here. So this is where we're staying for the night, just on the side of the road. It's a little bit hectic.
Thankfully, elephants have knocked over all these trees for us.
A little bit hectic, we're a little bit nervous, but we got no other choice. So,
Before you go wandering,
I'm not going wandering, trust me. Just trying to see the terrain yet. We'll check in later.
so what's this? Day 5. Day 5's begun.
Day 5.
4 nights. And 4 days, entering into day 5, we've survived our, what did you call it? What's a nice way of saying you got lost?
Misadventure. Oh, fuck.
Oh, watch out, boy. So, 7:30 in the morning. We've just left our campsite. Ours, because no one else has ever had it as a campsite. Taking it easy on the road to Zaidi. How do you actually say? Ngade. We were meant to stop at Bape last night. That didn't happen. Yeah, that didn't happen because, as far as I'm concerned, Bape doesn't exist. Someone pulled over here. Oh wait, that was us.
Yeah. Yeah, not a single car passed us, obviously, in the night, or the whole time we were there. It was a big mental hurdle yesterday and last night.
It was. That feeling of lost is quite, well, not lost. I mean, we know what road, well, we fucking hope we know what road we're on.
Yeah, well, we're headed the right direction.
We're pretty certain that we're headed in the right direction. Actually, I'm 100% sure. But if you learn something quickly out here,
don't be too sure of anything.
That nothing is 100%. So we're heading to Kalahari now.
You need to practice your pronunciation.
Maybe they just need to cater more for the colonialist. The colonialist. I am the loneliest colonialist. So heading to Zade, we've got about 107 k's ahead of us today. We do between 20 to 40 k's an hour. On some of the more forgiving terrain, we get up to about 40, maybe if we're pushing it. So, as I was saying, this driving is very hectic. The sand is super thick. So we did yesterday, I'm trying to think how much mile, we did about 140 yesterday, which took us around about 7 hours to do 140 k's. We did stop at the Bushman villages, both Bushman villages. The second one, for some whatever reason, we got all dressed up, put on shoes and shirts and everything, as though we were
respectful.
As though we were
like we were gonna get out and meet the chief.
Well, and that's the thing. It's
we were ready to meet the chief. We were chief ready.
You quickly learn that whatever expectations you have are quickly turned on their head. Misguided. Because the reality of what you go through and the reality of what your expectation is are worlds apart. So 7 hours, and we probably took about an hour out of that to actually hang out and take it in. So eventually, basically what we did last night is we just pulled over at the most suitable place that we could find. It looked like maybe some bushmen had camped there for a night or something, because there was the remains of what looked like a bit of a bushfire, a bushman fire. So we pretty much just set up camp in amongst a fucking tick infestation.
Jesus Christ, a little fucking mini invasion.
So we need to check out.
Which for me was worse than anything. That's when I started to get into a groggy mood. I was like, fuck this, what are we doing here? This sucks. I don't even want to be on the ground.
So we'll be checking our privates closely this evening.
We'll be checking each other's privates.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. I mean, I wish I had the vocab to actually properly articulate.
We need Anthony Bourdain or David Attenborough.
Yeah. Because you can't really articulate the magnitude of it. Like, I mean, you're literally in the middle of nowhere. You're 100 Ks from any human in every direction.
Yeah,
so 100 Ks in every direction
can be quite overwhelming.
So I mean, it's a powerful feeling. It really is. It's a powerful feeling being that far away from anything and everything.
Well, it forces you to be completely independent. Because you can't rely on, other than each other, there's no one else to rely on.
Yeah. So I mean, it is almost like we're starting to like carry on, like we've got like our little routines going on and everything like that. I mean, we're flexible and everything like that. But I mean, in terms of camp setup and everything like that, it's like I seem to be the fire and tent guy.
I'm generally the food man.
John's the cook. And yeah, so I mean, we've got our little routines, and we're getting into these little routines and stuff,
which are very important.
Which is good because it's also reliable.
Yeah.
You start becoming reliant on
the other person
and having their role, and you're like sort of it's also quite a quite a mental relief.
Yes, to know that
that's taken care of.
Yeah,
and
totally.
it's just it's like a lot of stuff can be like mentally taxing, like the small tasks, to get through like these small tasks that on a daily basis we take for granted, like switching on a kettle. Here it's reliant, you've got to have a fire, you've got to boil the water, you need everything out to be able to just make tea or make coffee.
Fucking unpack the back of the car to get things out. It's a fucking story.
And so I mean, those little things, having someone, I mean, doing this by yourself must be quite, well, I'd say yes. I think I'd actually undertake it, hey?
Oh, really?
I think I could do it. So, yeah, another thing that we're doing is we're monitoring fuel consumption quite heavily, because I mean we carry an extra 80 liters of fuel in jerry cans, which is over a full tank of gas. We've done the first leg of the journey around Kutsi Game Reserve, and obviously the 100 Ks to get into Kutsi. That was pretty easy going. So obviously when you're driving in this sort of a sand, it's pretty heavy on fuel consumption. So it's something you need to be very conscious of, because one thing you do not want to happen is you get stuck out here without petrol. As long as you can get places and get out of here, as long as you can actually get out of here, it's safe.
There's no way of calling for help.
Well, yeah. Obviously, the thing is, I mean, when we undertook the journey, it was, initially,
I haven't had service on my phone for the last
4 days.
4 days,
yeah. So I mean, there's obviously
signal. And I got a SIM card. I got a SIM card from
a local
SIM card to pick up the network, but there's fuck all.
Yeah, so there's just no network here at all.
Which is pretty rad, actually.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, to be separated from the phone for
Yeah, it's, I mean, for me,
there's no
it
separation
is
in
like
the
that's
city.
it. Yeah, exactly. Like for me, it's like, you know, I'm not checking trading. I'm not checking Instagram. I'm not, you know, I don't have WhatsApp. I'm not constantly being
pulled away from,
you
the
know,
present
sort of,
moment.
yeah, exactly. Bombarded by WhatsApp messages, phone calls, SMSs. It's just nothing. Your phone here is a camera.
Yeah.
And that's it. And when we initially, I mean, when we were planning, when we were in the planning stages, we planned to take a GPS, and then I don't know, like it just sort of, you know, it just got left. It just got left, and then eventually I found this map, and I was like, wow, this is a really comprehensive map. This we can work with.
We hope.
And well, dude, it's turned out good. I think it's turned out. I mean,
still got a lot ahead of us.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of the navigation and everything like that, we've made it where we need to be going, and I think it's added a whole nother dimension to this, to the adventure. You know, once again, it's like technology reliance, and we've just taken another step away from that, and I like it. I'm grateful that it actually turned out this way. Eagle over there. That's nice.
Oh,
So it's just another step out of your comfort zone, which is nice, because I don't think, you know, you get the opportunity to do this sort of an adventure expedition. One thing I haven't referred to this as is a holiday.
no.
This is not a holiday.
It's
It's an adventure. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Times where you get to sit down, a few and far between.
Yeah. So this is no holiday.
In fact, the
no
most
mistake.
sitting we do is actually in the car.
In the car. Yeah.
Around the camp, there's always something.
Yeah. There's always something, like you do something and you sit down and relax for a minute, and you're like,
then
oh,
you
I need to
realize
do that.
there's something else I needed
Yeah.
to do, and in the tent at night, I suppose. That's the
Yeah,
That's
and
nice
look,
to
I
lie
mean,
down.
like for instance, last night I didn't sleep well at all. Any sort of noise that you hear, and that's why, like, I wish we could articulate the actual severity of this. This is the wild.
We woke up in the middle of the night to these jackals.
Screaming jackals.
Yes, dude,
And I mean,
it was
that's an
such a
eerie.
creepy sound.
That is an eerie
It
sound.
really was.
I mean, it really is like something out of a horror movie. You know, short of turning on your cell phone and doing a little in the tent video with a little bit of snot sort of dribbling down your nose, like the Blair Witch project. Yeah, I mean, it's severe, and it's a harsh reality.
We don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
I think every time we've set up, it's been like, okay, look around,
Yeah.
watch your back, watch each other's backs, and then eventually settle in a little bit. But you never really get too comfortable.
So, you know, everything you do here, you do it with conviction. You know, there's no haphazard, like, oh, you know.
Yeah, don't half-ass things.
Yeah, it's like when you do something here, you do it with conviction, you get it done. And John's 4x4 driving experience.
Hey, I'm getting a...
No, fucking
Okay,
just
don't
go,
talk,
bro.
don't talk, just go.
Just go. It's been a learning curve.
What's happening? Thanks to my instructor.
Okay though, only we've come close to stuck, I'd say twice maybe. We've stalled a couple of times, but otherwise
Pushing through.
better than your average.
This is a trip of many firsts.
So this is actually a pretty chilled section of road that we're on right now.
Yeah,
judging by his
well, you can actually go fast
steering wheel movement, you wouldn't think it's exactly chilled. But he's learning quick.
I am a quick learner.
Old Itchy does most of the work. You've pretty much
guided along.
You've pretty much just got to let her do the work, and yeah, she gets us through everything we need to. We have deflated the tires a little bit more.
It's helped a lot, actually.
So, just to give you an idea of the actual... Okay, well, this is pretty much as chilled as it's been.
Yeah, this is good. This is smooth sailing.
So, this is very relaxed. Very easy.
You're a part of the show, Gareth. What a show it is. Watching your phone, watching the road.